A-list cast coming up throughout the season, including full interviews with Scottie Pippen and everybody's favorite, Idris Elba.
Yes, and be sure to follow us on social and share your My Career experience.
We want to see your favorite scenes starring your My Player. Share with the hashtag 2KTV next.
.2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
And the player introductions are wrapped up. The starting fives for both teams, as we're just about ready to get this one started. Well, we can finally say it. The NBA regular season is about to get underway. And here at 2K Sports, we couldn't be happier. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Greg Anthony. Chris Webber is here, our sideline reporter, the Hall of Famer David Aldridge. And with us tonight, basketball expert Bill Simmons. Bill, you look great. Thank you for being here.
I'd like to say hi to all the people who traded for Anthony Davis in the GM mode of this game to get him on their team when their real team couldn't pull it off. Congratulations. I can't believe you pulled the trade off.
And now a chance to see what's coming up for the Philadelphia 76ers. On Friday, they're off to Charlotte to face off with the Hornets. And then on Sunday, they'll go up against the Magic in Orlando. And David Aldridge is standing by for our pregame report. David, good evening.
Well, Ben Simmons was the top-rated player in high school and in college. But a fractured bone in his foot cost him his first NBA season. He said, "A lot of people forgot about me. You have to build yourself up again." And for me, I wanted to prove myself again. Kevin, we all agree he's done just that.
He sure has. First NBA All-Star ever out of Australia. Thanks, David. When you look at Joel Embiid, enormous talent, you've talked about him a lot. How does, Bill, he compare to some of the great centers? This is a very short sample with him, certainly, but how does he compare, you think, to some of the great centers you've seen, you read about in your career?
Talent-wise, he's up there. Durability-wise, he's also up there in the Yao Ming, Bill Walton kind of category of guys that I'm just not sure they're going to be able to stand.
You kind of hold your breath. Is he too brittle? Is he too brittle?
I don't like some of the decisions he makes. I think he shoots too many threes. The big thing for him is conditioning. And until he takes that seriously, he's just going to have a ceiling on his career. I think if you go back and you look at the tapes of him in Kansas, and he looks like a young Kevin Garnett. He's 50 pounds lighter.
His body's completely different now.
Completely different.
Oh, my gosh.
And he's just carrying a lot of weight. And I felt like during the Celtics series 2 years ago, I thought he wore down at the end of those games. So he's got to figure that out because that's the thing that's holding him back right now.
Now a look at Philadelphia's starting lineup. The tall lineup out there for the 76ers. Simmons, Richardson, Harris, Horford, and Embiid. Russell for the Rockets. Harden and Gordon are out on the wings. Tucker and Capella are up front. And it's Westbrook in at the 1. Here's Richardson, following the basket by Russell Westbrook. Inside, and blocked. That one goes careening off the glass.
An elite shot blocker in this game. Capella's athleticism and length allows him to stifle shooters.
Yeah, coach's pet peeve there, no box out.
Oh, it's simple. When you fail to put a body on someone, you're inviting a breakdown on the defensive glass.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, that's because he's getting his number called early. I mean, he's doing his part to help carry the offensive load.
Now, here's Richardson. Good on the bucket.
I tell you what, you better watch out, fellas. He is on fire here today.
And he's got his first chance at the line here. That's good from Richardson. Rockets have gotten their first 3 shots to go in for them to start off this game. Bill, when you project Embiid, a healthy Embiid, how good can he be?
That's his first
Talent-wise, the best center of this decade. You know, I think every decade has one or two centers. The 90s had a bunch, but Shaq was the guy for a long time. He kind of abdicated. Dwight Howard had a really nice run there for a while. Then he kind of faded away. And then there really hasn't been that total package center. I think Embiid's the closest. He had stretches in the playoffs last year where he was terrifying. Mm-hmm. You know, he takes over games for 6-minute stretches like any prime center you want to name. The problem is, can he sustain it? And can he play a full schedule? Can he not rely on the three-pointer as much?
And can the focus stay there, perhaps, too? The mental side of it.
The mental side, and this is something with Simmons, too. These guys have not been on winning teams during the course of their career. They haven't won a lot. Magic Johnson came into the league. He won in high school. He goes to college. He wins the title in college. He goes to the Lakers. They win in his first year. He has all these reps of winning. Simmons and Embiid haven't won anything yet. And learning how to win is its own kind of skill.
That one goes. Count it.
Their hot start keeps getting hotter. 5 for 5 now to keep things going.
Pass to Embiid. Richardson against Harden. From downtown, it's not going to go for him. And the Rockets take it the other way. This offense has really been clicking.
And they know it, guys. They're playing right now with the kind of energy that is hard to deal with. It puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, GA. He really does put pressure on you.
And guys, it's clear, though, he enjoys showing off his athleticism. The D can't give him these opportunities.
And Harris wide open. He shoots. Another miss by Philadelphia. Gordon, the pass to Harden. Over Richardson. And Harden with the basket on the assist by Gordon. Harden's got his second basket of the night.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Richardson finds Horford. Philadelphia moving the ball over. And slam dunk by Harris.
Great feed. Simmons, the passing skills of a point. At 6'10", he can see the whole court.
No good on the shot. A bit long that time.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
Well, that's why he's out there right now. In situations like this, he stands tall to prevent points.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Yeah, very little resistance. I mean, you had to bring much faster help than that. This quarter expending tremendous energy at the offensive end. He's not slowing down. He's still calling for it.
Russell Westbrook.
And the 76ers, Bill, going all in on trades last year, just a play or two away from advancing to the conference finals. They were in a Game 7, tied late, losing up in Toronto. Where do they go from here?
Make better trades. Mm-hmm. They had the most assets to turn into something really special last year, and I thought they really squandered it. I like the Butler trade. The Tobias Harris trade made no sense when they did it, and how it played out, I think, was even worse. They somehow ended up with no bench in the Game 7, even though they had all these draft picks and young guys to trade for bench guys.
Did you like their team better last year when they had Saric and players like that they could? Bellinelli was on that.
It is one of those things where you think, like, if they had just done nothing, would they have been the same or better off? I don't know. I didn't like what they did. I thought they kind of panicked, and they acted like their window was about to close. And Simmons and Embiid are 25 and 22. Like, play the long game with
they may not have even opened the window yet, with the age of those two stars.
Yeah.
Now here's Embiid.
Getting off the ground fast. Embiid is an absolute animal when it comes to hammering it home.
Here's Gordon. Here's Capella. And Embiid with the block. Now Richardson. He has 7. On the wing, Harris. Outside, Simmons. Back to Harris. Just 5 to shoot. The 76ers need to get off a shot. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. Houston leading by 4. Here's Harden. Hits some rim on the way in, and the bucket's good. Harden's got 8 points.
It's all clicked into place for him this quarter. He's not missed a single shot.
Lets it fly from 18. James Harden with the rebound.
You expect him to make those. They've got to do more to get a hand in his face next time.
Capella, the pass to Tucker. Over Richardson. A nice shot by Tucker. Seen a handful of players land the Supermax contract bill. By and large, how do you see those deals working out?
It's tough. Nobody's really been happy with it yet. You know, it's so much money and it's such a big part of somebody's salary cap. And you're just kind of handicapped with it. And we've seen John Wall as the worst case scenario. But the situation Charlotte was in with Kemba Walker, where he makes the All-NBA team and now his Supermax is $240 million instead of $180. Like, that's crazy. And in a salary cap league to pay $50 million a year from somebody is just nuts. It compromises the ceiling of the team. So the Bucks are going to be in this position with Giannis where he's making $55 million a year and the cap's $120. How are you going to put a good team around?
You can't maneuver.
You can't. So I would put a wrinkle in there that I would make the Supermax, whatever, pay the player whatever the number is, but it only counts for like $32 million or something. Make it so that it's not prohibitive.
A percentage of the total cap.
Yeah, make his cap figure is 32. Even if you're paying him 55, and then that way people could compete better.
And so it's Rivers with it. He'll bring it up for Houston. They're leading by 8. Out of bounds. It'll be 76ers ball.
All right, a chance to look at some stats for Horford. A very nice season for him last year. Averaged about 13 points a game, 6 rebounds, and 4 assists. Guys, he's a difference maker off the bench. Steps into that front court and more than holds his own.
Well, it's his willingness to bang down low or move opponents off the block. Those are valuable contributions.
And there's the pass to Harris. Drops in the layup for 2. Harris has got 6.
And look how committed Harris is when he's sprinting to the hoop. Not many defenders are going to want to get in his way when he's that intense. It's not easy to keep him from converting those. I mean, the D has to be airtight.
Harris missing again. Houston leading by 6. It's Harden with the drive. Simmons with the defensive effort.
Man, you don't see this fella blow many layups. Not against D like that, anyway.
Here is Harris. 6 points for him. Now, here's Richardson. It is not good. He's made half of his 6 attempts. As Tobias Harris expands his shooting range, Bill, the demand for his services continues to grow. Now, but he's moved around the league a lot here. I mean, he's seen a lot of different addresses so far.
Yeah, and that's a red flag. You know, I think when somebody's been on 5 teams and keeps getting traded, he's good enough that other teams keep trading for him, and then he's also not quite good enough that teams are okay if he leaves. And that's a dangerous place to be as an NBA player. You end up 20 years from now, you look at his basketball reference page, and you're like, wait, that guy was on 9 teams? What happened? So I would like to see him eventually find the right team. I thought Denver would have been a really good fit for him as a free agent with the way he can play off the ball and the way he plays on pick and rolls and stuff, like to put him with Jokic and a team that kind of understands what he is. I didn't like seeing him on Philly last year. I thought, you know, they basically turned him into somebody who just stood in the corner and rebounded. I think he's a better player than that.
And team strategies closely guarded. One aspect of the game the fans aren't always privy to.
Yeah, and sometimes, Greg, it's the most subtle moves that make the biggest difference.
Is checked in for the Rockets. Green comes in for James Harden. Jonah Bolden's checked in for the 76ers. Zaire Smith comes in for Josh Richardson. Now here's Rivers, the 15-footer. Good. Rivers has got his 2nd bucket tonight.
From that in-between range, they've been the much better team.
The drive by Simmons. And it goes down 2 points.
Such an impressive athlete. The way Simmons moves on the drive is so natural and under control.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. The Rockets have shot just one free throw early, 1 for 1 in the game.
Gerald Green at the line for 2.
And he knocks down the first one. And from everything we're hearing, Bill, the draft's one and done aspect may be coming to an end. Like it?
For me, the G League is the key to all of this. I would like to see the guys come right out of high school and go into the G League and have an actual infrastructure that's attached to the real team.
And the G League is having an effect on the NBA. There are a lot of former guys from that league playing in the big league.
And the other thing is, like, sports rights are becoming more and more valuable with the streaming services and just the fact that you can watch a game anywhere you are. You can watch it on your phone. You can watch it if you're in China. You can watch it if you're in Hawaii. And I think the G League should be a bigger thing. So if they can figure out a way to kind of steal college basketball's corner with some of this stuff while also preparing these guys. The one and done, that makes no sense to me. I don't understand what anyone can go to college for 5 months
Austin Rivers.
then pretend they're a college student.
2 shots.
The Rockets have gone 3 for 3 at the line tonight. And the first one at the line is good.
And Rivers works hard when he's in the game. That's what you love about him. He's at his best when he's shooting the ball with confidence.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots. The 76ers trail by 10. And here is Simmons. He has 6. On the wing, Harris. Let's go. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. Harris has got 10 points in the game. Pulls up on the wing, and that one, good. And the Rockets lead by 10.
And you can't help but pick their defense apart. They're completely in disarray.
And then Rivers with the dunk.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
Yeah, they've been very aggressive, and they've taken early control of this game.
Philadelphia's gone 0-3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. And, Bill, do you see the comparison that many people say between Ben Simmons and Magic Johnson?
I see one piece of it. He reminds me of Magic that he can get a rebound. His head's up immediately. He can either whip the ball 60 feet down to somebody who's open, or he can just go down and run the fast break, but nobody else has to touch the ball. And I think the list of guys who can get a rebound in traffic, go 90 feet, make the right decision, and get the ball to the right person, it's not a long list. You're talking like less than 10 guys ever. And I think that's what, when they say Ben Simmons and Magic Johnson, that's what really reminds them of Magic Johnson. I'm just here to remind people that Magic Johnson was one of the 5 best players of all time, and it's kind of dumb to really compare anyone to Magic Johnson. We're never going to see that again. But I think Ben has little pieces of it.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start. Oh, great ball movement there.
And Simmons has got the ball here for Philadelphia. It's a 16-point game. Ball's knocked loose, stolen by Rivers. And there's the lay-in. 10 points for him.
And he's starting to show that killer instinct this quarter, looking to extend the lead.
And Simmons kicks to Harris. Back to Simmons. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Sweet little floater. Simmons got 8 points. Rockets leading by 16. The drive by Green. 2 points. That one goes.
Yeah, that's the third bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
Simmons against Rivers. Left side, Harris. Over House. Rebounded by Capella. Capella's got 6 rebounds now in the game. And that one's good. House has got his second bucket of the game to go.
Their interior has been inferior defensively. It has got to tighten up.
Down low, here's Harris, and Capella sends it back. Green kicks to House. Stolen by O'Quinn, and now the 76ers on the break. Simmons is running. Another miss by Philadelphia. Here's Houston now. Here's House, and he slams it one-handed.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
Starting to take over here, building a big lead that could ultimately prove insurmountable.
Harris outside. And so it's Houston cruising into the quarter break with a 22-point lead. From the field, they have been outstanding. Amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. We'll return shortly. Rockets elevated by James Harden to one of the league's powerhouse franchises, and he talks about seizing the moment.
This time isn't going to last long. We have a window. It goes by extremely fast. I cherish these moments. I embrace them.
Never a guarantee that the window will remain open.
And superstar players, let's face it, they're best remembered for their championships. It's all about the rings if you're James Harden.
Tobias Harris.
And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And for the Rockets here, they've been putting on a show, guys.
An impressive start. They came in with a well-conceived game plan and have executed.
Yeah, this is their preferred pace, and it's gotten them out to an early lead.
Tucker and Capella are up front. Russell with that jam.
Wow.
I mean, just beautiful.
And you know Westbrook has an outstanding vertical. Once he gets to the launching pad, rim, beware.
Now here's Simmons. Smith outside. On the wing, Harris. And another shot. And Capella sends it back. Oh, and here we go. Green's got it. The fast break chance over Smith. Again, the Rockets score.
Now look, if he's using his head and finding good shots, Green can be a true weapon from mid-range.
You've been producing documentaries, going deeper into athlete stories, which I know you love, because I think you're curious more than anything else.
Yeah.
So what drew you to that process?
Initially, it was we dove into these stories. We thought that was the inefficiency of, instead of these big, broad type of documentaries, concentrate on events and players and moments and things like that. And I think as you get into that and you start doing it, it just becomes intoxicating. And the cool thing about it is no story should be told the same way you would tell somebody else's story. You just don't know. You got to figure it out. Like we had Steve Nash his last Lakers season. He wanted to do a documentary about it. And then we spitballed it. And we decided it was actually a better idea to do an in-the-moment digital series about it that you could experience in real time with the thing. And it was the right idea, and that was really good. I think trying to figure out what story clicks the best with an athlete, how to tell whatever story they have correctly is the coolest part of it.
Look at that burst of speed. Look how well Simmons used that to get to the lane he wanted to get to the rim. You're going to pay for it.
And stolen by Simmons. Fires, high post, and it's Smith missing.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
You're exactly right. I mean, that's the kind of shot you're trying to work for at the offensive end.
There's the three. Here's O'Quinn. It's deflected. They recover it.
He just can't find the touch this quarter. He's got to keep grinding, though, and looking for the best shot possible.
Here's Tucker, and it's blocked by O'Quinn. Westbrook against Simmons. Pass to O'Quinn. Lets it go with the three. It's rebounded by Houston. Capella's got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. Westbrook, no good.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
Yeah, you can see why he's established that reputation. Strong understanding of how to defend at the rim.
Now here is Smith, following the miss by Russell Westbrook. Smith's shot is good.
He can be a forgotten man in their offense sometimes, but the D still has to keep an eye on him.
Now a timeout called by Houston.
Here we go. Who wants a free t-shirt? Make some noise!
Drop it, run it down, now we got it. Drop it, this is down, now we got it. Drop it, run it down, now we got it. Drop it, this is time. Praying we all gonna shine. I see the darkest of days. I need a spark and a change. You gon' be stuck in my waist. They pointing fingers to blame. Really it's all the same thing. And I never wanna be famous. Something about to be great. Something about what I mean. I only feel them down. I've been around and back in the lab. I feel like I'm running around. I need to deal with the fire. I need to speak with my dad. Things in my mind. Thinking about everything that we had. Cruising in the city rise.
For the Rockets, Eric Gordon, he's checked in for P.J. Tucker. And it's James Harden in for Green. Then for the 76ers, Joel Embiid comes in for Kyle O'Quinn. And it's Richardson in for Zaire Smith. Capella and the rebound paying off as they pick up 2 on the second chance bucket right there.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
And Embiid, the bucket on the assist by Simmons. Simmons got his 7th assist of the game with that last one. Houston leading by 20. Here's Westbrook. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Westbrook's got 23.
His teammates keep getting him the ball in his favorite spots. He's done a lot for his shooting percentage.
Simmons with it. Westbrook picks him up. Passes to Harris. Pass to Scott. 6 to shoot. Harris with it. 15 points in the game. Embiid, no good. And stolen by Scott. He can't get that one. Capella, high post. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time. Capella's got 4 points now in the quarter.
That is a great finish. Capella has a man draped all over him and still finds a way to get the ball in the bucket.
Richardson, an amazing finish with a hand right in his face.
I tell you, he has some impressive moves in his repertoire. That's as good as it gets, but just one of many.
And there's the call on Tobias Harris. That is his first foul of the game. And the 76ers making a change here. Horford's checked in. Westbrook surveying the D over Simmons. And that one goes long. And so Simmons will bring it up for Philadelphia. They'll be off to Charlotte for a game against the Hornets. And that game will be game 2 of 3 straight on the road. Westbrook against Embiid. Westbrook, no good. Philadelphia's gone 2 for 5 from three-point land since the end of the first. Kept alive. Another shot. And Embiid lays it in. Embiid's got 8 points.
He seems to have a sense for where misses are going. Embiid, so fantastic at getting ideal positioning on the glass.
And it's good, 2 points.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flank.
Oh, yeah, and that's what you love about him. He shows no mercy, even with a comfortable lead.
Now, here's Richardson. 9 points in the game so far. Out to Harris. Launches it. It's rebounded by Houston. Earlier in the game, they held a 25-point lead.
Well, he has to work harder to get a good high percentage look. I mean, he's been taking some bad shots out there.
Taking matters into his own hands.
Yeah, we didn't expect to see that kind of finish.
No, but his teammates love that kind of energy, fellas. I mean, dunks like this demonstrate leadership.
It really does make the game easy for your teammates when you can lead them to the rim that well with a pass.
And it's Capella missing. This 76ers squad is struggling. Stolen away. Outside Westbrook. Rejected by Harris.
Oh, he's known for his offense more than defense. Harris plays with the high motor, and he likes to make plays.
Richardson, no luck.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
Oh, I'm always surprised when it doesn't happen. I'm sure these two will have a good laugh about it later.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
The feed now to Simmons, and Simmons slams it in.
I mean, that's too easy for Simmons. I mean, the closer he gets to the bucket, the more dangerous he is.
Here's Westbrook, and he banks in the layup.
Russell Westbrook.
Westbrook's got 31 points.
And with the game he's having, there's no doubt he'll be the guy they lean on to protect the lead.
And that one's good, Simmons.
Timeout.
They are just killing him on the interior.
Now a timeout called by Houston.
Adjustments are a part of the game, and the coach sees something he doesn't like here.
Yeah, I like the chess match that's going on here. Each team trying to find and exploit the favorable matchup on the floor.
Checked in for the Rockets. And Philadelphia also making a switch. Bolden's checked in. Rockets leading by 22. Outside Gordon. Shoots from the baseline. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time. Harden's got his third assist on the night. Philadelphia's gotten cold from deep in the second quarter. Just 2 of 6 from long range. Here's Simmons. Kicks it out to Richardson. They get it again. Horford gets the bucket. Horford's got his first 2 points of the night.
Oh, you better put a body on Horford. I mean, when you don't, he's more than content to torch you like this.
Harden, no good. Philadelphia shooting 47% from the floor, getting it done. To the middle, here's Horford. It's hauled in by Clint Capella. And for Houston, they're shooting a sweet 57% clip in quarter number 2. Gordon trying to break loose.
A stalwart on the defensive end. Embiid is superb at making his presence felt with blocks like that.
Richardson gets a wide open look. No good on the 3.
And he has definitely been struggling in this quarter.
Oh, just off his game, forcing a few shots, not letting the game come to him naturally.
And the jam by Harden.
The bearded one cannot be intimidated. No matter how much contact Harden takes, he'll still find a way to finish.
Now Richardson, 9 points in the game so far. Now the pass to Simmons. Back to Richardson. Lets the 3 fly. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Capella.
All right, a chance to check out the numbers for Ben Simmons. He's coming off an excellent season. Last year averaged 17 points a game, 7 assists and 9 rebounds. And he has been passing the ball like a virtuoso. That's what really stands out about these recent performances.
Hey, every symphony needs a conductor. He unifies his teammates, sets the tempo, and they make some sweet, sweet moves.
Capella goes in over Richardson, and some very quick points for him on that possession. That's 10 points for Clint Capella.
It makes Capella so much more effective when he's draining the mid-range jumper. The D actually has to venture out of the paint and stay on.
Ooh, rising and punching it on the young fella. You know he loves having that much of a height advantage. Best chance to get yourself on the highlight reel.
Got that bucket in no time at all. House has got 8.
And 10 of their last 12 coming off assists.
Richardson against Harden. Pass to Bolden. And Horford wide open. He shoots. The baseline jumper goes down. Horford's got his second bucket of the night.
Well, this is how much confidence Horford has in himself. It's what makes him such an efficient offensive player.
And now a chance to see what's coming up for Philadelphia. They're off to Charlotte to face off with the Hornets. Then on Sunday, they'll go up against the Magic in Orlando. Houston shooting their 6th and 7th free throws in the game. First free throw is good. And the Rockets making a change here. Tucker's checked in. Smith checked in for Philadelphia. Both shots good from the stripe. 76ers shooting pretty well at 46% from the floor.
2 minutes remaining.
1:53 left here in the second. Horford gets the bucket.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And so it's Rivers with it. He'll bring it up for Houston. Harden. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Harden. He's got 12.
And Harden is certainly used to finishing through the physical defense, demonstrating just how special a player like he truly is.
Poked loose and out of bounds as the Rockets gain possession.
All right, a chance to check out stats for Harden. Last season, he played outstanding. Tops in scoring, 2nd in steals, and he ranked in the top 10 in assists. An incredible knack for drawing defenders and finding the open man.
And his unmatchable instincts for scoring the basketball. That's what made him #1 last year. You can't stop him, and you can't even really contain him. Well, Bill, I know you've got to run. Marvelous to have you on the program. Wish we could do it more often.
Let's do it right now. I don't have to run. Can I stay?
Yes, you can
All
always
right.
stay.
I don't want to leave.
You have a free ticket here anytime
I
you
want
want.
to stay, please.
The microphone's always open.
Thank you.
And GA, what a pleasure to talk with Bill about this game. He brings that super fan perspective.
From a young child watching games at the Garden, and you sense he's never lost that wonder and enthusiasm.
Here's Richardson. James Harden picking up that last basket. Richardson outside to the wing on the left. Horford fires from out on the wing. He knocks it down. Horford's got 8 points.
He's been fantastic, but he can't do it all by himself. Some of the other guys need to lighten the load and step up.
Kevin, he is tough to stop when he gets to the rim.
Yeah, Greg, he can get up a few notches higher. 36 seconds left to play here in the half. Richardson finds Smith. Back to Richardson. There's 21 seconds left now here in the second. Just 4 to shoot. Here's Horford. Again, Philadelphia.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
Out of bounds. It'll be 76ers ball. Nine seconds left to play in the first half. Richardson outside. Got it up. And that one released in time, but no good. Russell Westbrook has been leading the charge for Houston. And his big game just keeps getting bigger. That quarter sees him get over 30 points. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Kevin, thank you. Here with Brett Brown. Now, Coach, it seemed like you guys came out a little flat. How do you get some energy for the second half?
You just got to go with the people that have energy. I feel like we are not the aggressors. We have to do whatever we're going to do through our defense, and so far it's been good.
Brett, thanks for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
And what a show being put on here for the home fans tonight. I'm Ernie Johnson, along with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. It was all Russell Westbrook in the first quarter. He ended up with 31 points and 1 steal. Kenny, what you think about the Rockets?
They have run their offense straight out of a coach's textbook tonight. Both ball and player movement have been excellent. And the result of all that movement, almost all high-quality shots they're generating. It's pretty to watch. Very good fundamental basketball.
And over to Shaq. What did you think about Philadelphia?
Well, they struggled in a number of areas. Protecting the rim is really at the top of the list. They haven't made that a priority. They haven't put forth a whole lot of effort. You got to protect the rim.
That about wraps it up. Time now for the second half of the game. We go to Kevin Harlan for the call.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Well, you look at Russell Westbrook in this game, he has been everywhere.
Man, he's been running wild on them through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
And as they can't slow him down, you know what you do? Keep feeding them and feeding them and feeding them. This is the right game plan.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be.
Well, the Rockets are a team that is pushing NBA theory to the extremes with how they approach offense.
Oh, yeah, every year they seem to go more toward threes or free throws. I mean, you can't fault them as it consistently works for them, though. I mean, it's like watching a team experiment with what makes an NBA offense.
So on the floor for Philadelphia, the tall lineup out there for the 76ers. Simmons, Richardson, Harris, Horford, and Embiid.
Now, we've seen an improvement in this aspect of Harris's game. I mean, his ability to stretch the floor with his shooting, nice.
The shot's good from Westbrook.
They're taking it right into the teeth of the defense, and it's a defense that's starting to look frustrated.
Yeah, it's getting to him, GA. I mean, the lack of communication, the lack of trust.
It's Harden with the drive. That one finds the mark. It's the 10th time he's done that tonight on 14 shots.
That makes 3 in a row to start the second half.
Westbrook against Richardson. Outside, Simmons. Shoots from 14. Here's Embiid. And oh, what a play. He just palms the block.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
Good luck in stopping Harden tonight. Another classic performance from the ultimate scoring machine.
76ers have gone only 1 of 5 from the field since halftime. Very slow start offensively. Simmons against Harden. The drive by Simmons. He kicks to Horford. Here's Simmons. He's got 16. And then Simmons slams it in.
How can you not love Simmons? I mean, some of the dunks he pulls off are insane.
Here's Westbrook. And the Rockets getting another bucket right there.
Wow, 5 straight buckets coming out of half. They are rolling.
Simmons dishes to Harris. The basket good off the assist from Simmons. Simmons got 9 assists now tonight.
Oh, we've seen Harris step up as an offensive threat. I mean, the more he looks to score, the better he is.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Knocked loose. Here's Embiid. Another three for Philadelphia.
In perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
But it had to be. These days, you need to stretch the floor somewhat to make everything else work.
Now, here's Richardson after Clint Capella's miss. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. That one's on Eric Gordon.
Well, you look at the career of Tobias Harris, and he's bounced around a bit. Has never slowed his development or production, though. You put him anywhere, and he'll find a way to help his team.
That's good from Harris. And with Harris, he's been moved so many times. You know what, Greg? You forget he's still quite young.
Yeah, I mean, he really is just starting to enter what should be the prime of his career. Has improved every offseason and is a great rebounder and scorer.
So he picks up just 1 from the line that time. The other day, Chris, I heard Commissioner Adam Silver talking about that it strikes him sometimes how isolated players can be with cell phones and headphones, and those things wouldn't help that. Is it something that you've noticed or that you're concerned about?
You mean with my nephews and nieces and friends that are younger and kids walking across the street looking at their phones and not even looking both ways?
You know, your play-by-play partner, whoever it might be.
Yeah. Oh, come on. You know, Kevin, those are the times. And so I would tell Adam Silver, Mr. Commissioner, hey, that's a basketball problem. That's a world problem. How are we going to stop any of that? We're here now. There's no putting that genie back in the bottle, Kevin.
Here's Harris following the basket by Russell Westbrook. Here's Simmons. It's rebounded by Houston. Capella's got 14 rebounds tonight, going after.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Out of bounds, Rockets ball as Houston keeps possession. Gerald Green, he's checked in for James Harden. And the 76ers also making a change. Scotty's checked in for Al Horford. '76ers on defense from the baseline. Westbrook, no good. Green against Richardson. Simmons looking around. Embiid, the pass to Richardson. Back to Embiid. And he uses the glass on the layup. Embiid's got 5 points now this quarter.
Wow. And he's an elite scorer with an impressive repertoire. Embiid is outstanding at knowing when to exert his will on offense. He's kept the integrity of their offense tonight by moving and cutting and scoring every time they've needed him to.
Back to Simmons. That one goes in. Simmons got 20 points.
And once Simmons turns on the Jets, there's no stopping him. I love seeing him play with this much power.
Now here's Richardson. He's got 11. Poked away. Stolen by Gordon. And it's Gordon finishing it off.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Oh, yeah, bang, bang. An impressive sequence that has them fired up.
Here's Simmons following the score by Houston. And it's Eric Gordon with the foul. That'll be his second foul at the game. Zaire Smith, he's checked in for Josh Richardson.
Smith.
And here's Smith. He's got 5. At 3 off the mark. Here's Green, and it's Green slamming it down.
Now remember, Green's the man who blew out the candle on the cupcake at the dunk contest. This one might not be as fancy as that dunk one. Almost.
And Simmons has got the ball here for the 76ers. To the inside, Smith. The basket good off the assist from Simmons. Simmons got assist number 11 for him here tonight.
Now that's how you lead your teammate into an easy scoring chance. I love that assist.
Passes it to Smith. Philadelphia moving the ball around. A baseline J will not go. This is off the front iron. Gordon finds Tucker at the elbow. Green over Simmons. Second shot opportunity, and Green with the lay-in. Green's got 12 in the game.
Green's athleticism comes into play in his rebounding now, and he's quick enough to make the most of his second chances.
Pass to Simmons. Back to Smith. Lets it go from deep. Can't hit that one. And it's Houston the other way. And Tucker kicks to Westbrook. Over Simmons. And Westbrook gets it to go on the assist from Tucker. Westbrook's got 45 points.
And Westbrook is a terror from the mid-range. Terrific at sticking it to the defense from that spot on the floor.
And it's Simmons penetrating. That one doesn't drop.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
Yeah, you can see why he's established that reputation. Strong understanding of how to defend at the rim.
Smith scanning the floor. And it's in there.
Smith.
9 points in the game so far.
And he found the soft spot in the D on that possession.
To the paint, here's Tucker, and he takes the feed in stride and slams it home.
If he's got his hands on the ball within a few feet of the basket, Tucker has one thing on his mind. Dunk that thing.
Simmons against Westbrook. Smith inside. 9 points in the game so far. Shot clock at 6. Scott can't get it to go.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far. Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Philadelphia's gotten the three-pointer to fall to the tune of 50% here in the third quarter. They've made 3 of 6. And they double up Simmons. Kicks to Smith. Outside, Scott takes the 13-footer. It's hauled in by Clint Capella. Capella's got his 18th rebound here tonight, all over the place. Now, here's Tucker. 8 points for him. Here's Gordon. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. Smith outside. Wants to get it to Simmons and does. Misses the layup. He had him with that bump fake. The Rockets shooting just phenomenal here tonight. 73% from the field.
And last season, the Sixers unveiling a Dr. J statue on their Legends Walk outside the team training facility.
Oh, yeah, his second statue in Philly. I mean, the other one is down by the stadium. At that Legend Walk, you know who he joins? Wilt Chamberlain, Mo Cheeks, Bobby Jones, Billy Cunningham, Hal Greer. That's some good company to be in. Some great history for the Sixers.
Here's Simmons following the basket by Russell Westbrook. And Smith gets double-teamed. Outside, Simmons. Takes the 3. But they'll get another chance.
And the offensive rebounding, really the story here today. Even with the big lead, they're still showing more hustle on the boards.
Inside, here's Embiid. And Embiid throws it down.
Yes, did you see the no-look pass by Harris right there? I mean, he's a wing that knows how to move the ball.
It's stolen by Harris. Over Gordon. Harris, good. Harris has got 9 points here in the second half. They have been really controlling this one.
You never want to be complacent on the floor. That's when you lose momentum.
And so Houston again turning it over for the Rockets. Manuel House comes in for Clint Capella, and it's Austin Rivers in for Russell Westbrook. Philadelphia also making some changes. Kyle O'Quinn, he's checked in for Embiid, and Jonah Bolden subbed in for Scott. Here's Bolden. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Harris inside the line. Goes back up and stolen by Gordon. And here comes House leading the fast break. Oh, yes, he did. 5 up and 5 down for him so far.
Ooh, Gordon does more than shoot the ball well. He has great passing instincts.
Boom, he jams it straight down.
Oh, big finish, emphatic.
He hangs on the rim just for good measure. Wow. The shot by House is no good. And it's Harris with the ball for Philadelphia. Here's Simmons, and Simmons slams it in.
It's easy to be in awe of this guy, Kevin. I mean, Simmons, he's just showing superb balance on the drive despite getting hit.
Here's Rivers. Good for the 5th time in 5 shots. He remains perfect. 59 seconds left to play in the 3rd. There's the pass to Bolden. Stolen by Rivers. Oh, and here comes Rivers all alone. It's blocked. Smith for 3. Green with the rebound.
One made 3 formed for the game. Does he focus closer in? Let's see.
And it's blocked by O'Quinn, and he gets it back. Here's House. Here's Tucker. And at last, they get one to fall. Tucker's got 10 points in the game. Green against Smith. Pass to Simmons. Harris outside for the 3. Here's Bolden. Banked in off the glass. Bolden's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Toughness and energy on the boards, and an easy putback to show forward.
Count that one.
And his coaches and teammates trust Rivers. This is why he feels comfortable pulling up like this.
Here's Simmons. Up again. Great positioning on the putback.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
Russell Westbrook has been leading the charge for the Houston Rockets. What an amazing quarter. There was absolutely no stopping him. And we'll be back with you shortly. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, a terrific, unselfish play right here. Set up his teammate, and how about the setup this was?
This is the versatility you need to play in today's game. 2 guards have to be able to make plays for others.
And as we head into the 4th, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. We've got Rivers. Hartenstein is out there with Clark. Then it's Ben McLemore. And it's Green in at the small forward. So that's who's on the floor for the Rockets.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
Yeah. Horrible effort. It appears they may be on the brink of giving up. Maybe he's not a priority for the D, but come on, man. You gotta have somebody keeping track of it.
And yes, it's good.
How frustrating for the defense. You get the stop, but then fail to block out.
Yeah, and it's inexcusable. But all too common. Basketball, one-on-one. The shot goes up, put a body on someone.
And he might be small for a center, but boy, can he jump out of the building.
Here's Rivers, and it's O'Quinn with the rebound. O'Quinn's got 4 rebounds in this game. Burke, the pass to Korkmaz. It's rebounded by Houston. Green's got 4 rebounds in this game. Here's McLemore. It's good from about 19 feet.
Oh, the nice in-between game of McLemore. The ability to score from the mid-range is very important in this day and age.
Burke looking over the floor. Pass to Bolden. Back to Burke. Stolen by Rivers. Here's Green. And it's Green slamming it down.
His drives are quick and decisive now. Green loves playing that kind of attacking basketball.
C-Web, the NBA always trying to improve every aspect of the game, and that includes officiating.
Yeah, and it should include officiating, one of the most important parts of the game and one of the toughest jobs within the business of basketball. I mean, these guys are making calls on the fly without the advantage of the camera at home that we have watching through the screen, or without the advantage of slow motion technology. So first of all, kudos to the refs that go out and give it their best every day. We have the best refs in any of sports, I believe, and we still need to improve on that. The league recognizes that, and I love the fact that everybody's doing it together.
Here's McLemore. It's good, only a few seconds into the shot clock. McLemore's got 4 this quarter. 76ers have gone an outstanding 4 of 5 from the field in the fourth quarter so far. Good ball movement here by the 76ers. And that one's good. Korkmaz.
Oh, man, challenging the defense inside with the pass. That's just good ball movement.
No good from Clark.
Oh, defense, they just took that possession off. I mean, they get away with it that time, but they've got to show some more aggression.
Back to Ennis. Swiped it away. The drive. Oh!
It's best just to get out of Green's way when he's driving to the bucket. You'll make the highlights for all the wrong reasons.
The 76ers have gone 5 of 6 from the field to start the fourth quarter on a roll. Shot by Ennis. Nobody around. Another 3 for Philadelphia.
Timeout. Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
Timeout called the Rockets.
Well, the Houston Rockets, not exactly a balanced offense. I mean, they lean so heavily on James, but you can't argue with the result.
And we're about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter. And C-Web with the Rockets offense, the numbers speak for themselves.
Well, yeah, Kevin, I mean, they had the second best offensive rating last season. I mean, they rely on isolations, threes, and free throws, but it gets the job done for them. You wonder, though, just how far this approach can take them.
Here's Burke after Austin Rivers score. The 3, another 3 for Philadelphia.
So many of the plays they're running designed to create opportunities from deep.
Well, yeah, Greg, you see more teams doing this nowadays. We all are firmly entrenched in the era of the 3-ball.
And a lot of teams avoid the mid-range jumper, but they seem to be using it well.
Pass to O'Quinn. Back to Burke. The pass to Korkmaz. That one falls coming off Burke's feet. Korkmaz has got 11 points in the quarter.
Man, the triples keep falling, guys. That's 3 in a row. And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you could see the frustration on his face.
And the NBA 2K League, C-Web, the first e-sport operated by a U.S. pro sport. And it's quickly growing. You throw down on the sticks?
Yeah, just a little announcement to all the GMs in the 2K League. I am available. I'm a free agent. I'm ready to go. I'm nice on the sticks. I can play career mode, team mode, one-on-one mode. Whatever you need from me, I am ready to go. But I love it, man. It's great to see people who love this game, whether it's virtual or real life. It's hoops, baby.
So much fun. Tyson Chandler, he's checked in for Houston. The 76ers also with a sub. Scott's checked in.
The former Jayhawk McLemore, a gifted scorer who can really light it up in a hurry.
And it's Burke with the ball for the 76ers. High arcing shot.
And they've won the rebound battle so far, and it's translated to the scoreboard.
Well, they look like they just wanted more right now. You gotta love the hustle.
And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time. The whistle blowing. And Philadelphia gets called for the foul.
Gerald Green.
And thinking back to when Gerald Green first came into the league, oozing with athleticism, but really not much else. Now he's a completely different and better player than when he first arrived.
And he makes the first. And as amazing as Green was in his dunking as a younger player, he needed to grow as a player.
And the time he spent overseas, I think, really helped with his development and confidence. Came back to the NBA, and really since his return has been a great weapon off the bench for whichever team he's suited up for.
Both free throws good from Green. As it seems like some teams have been in rebuild mode for a long time. Is there a point at which the league should step in and maybe, I don't know, take over or give them guidance?
You know, I really do. And not because it's necessarily the fault of the team, because, it's tough to win a championship. But to be a perennial bottom dweller, basement dweller, it's not good for the fans. And fans like myself, every year comes the first game, we think, hey, we could win a championship, we could do it. But, you know, our thought process is not based in knowledge. It's just based in our hope and will for the team. So you definitely want to keep the team straight. You want to keep them honest. And I think the league can find a way to step in but not step on the toes of ownership.
Now a timeout called by Houston.
And for the Sixers, the health of their draft picks has been a story. Zaire Smith, Markelle Fultz, Ben Simmons, Joel Embiid, all missing significant time with injury.
The health continues to be a key for them, GA. Embiid in particular, he's missed some games last year, missed some back-to-backs. He's 7'2". You just hope his knees could withstand the grind. They got to keep him going to reach their goal.
That's good from Scott.
Kevin, it was an up-and-down season for the Rockets last year. I mean, they started out very slow, and then because of injury, but it took them a while to get into the playoff picture. But how about this? They won their division, but only nabbed the 4th seed in the playoffs.
Scott hits them both. And Chris, last year being the 4th seed in the postseason was trouble for the Rockets.
Yeah, it was, especially, Kevin, when you have to face the Warriors in the second round. They got bounced out in Game 6 despite the Warriors losing Durant. The slow start in the regular season, I think, played a big factor.
Rockets ball.
One thing we've seen from these guys is excellent passing.
No doubt about it. It's fun to watch the way they're operating as a team right now. They are all in sync. And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
Well, that's why he's out there right now. In situations like this, he stands tall to prevent points.
And O'Quinn slams it in.
Yeah, just solid work on the back end of that play.
Yep, you're right. Finished hard with 2 hands on that stuff. Another miss by Houston. Philadelphia shooting at 50% in a decent groove. Ennis kicks to Korkmaz. It's good, the assist that time from Ennis.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
From deep, McLemore. Good on the three-point shot. McLemore's got 12 points now in the quarter.
Strange game for him. Barely made any noise in the first half, and here in the second, he's been everywhere.
Burke with it, picked up by Rivers. Two-time NBA champion Michael Thompson says the arm muscles, Chris, on today's players don't measure up with what they used to be. Is that even important?
You know what? He's right, but I don't know how important that is unless, you just want to bring the gun show to the games and then pull out the arms and the curls and say, check out these muscles. But now I think, it's a lot different. And make no mistake, even though that is a true comment, the players of today are much more athletic than his day and my day. And I think that's because of technology. They understand core strength. They understand dieting. They understand rest. They're privy to so much information that we didn't have. But no more curls. It doesn't seem like there are any more Karl Malone 24-inch pythons, brother, out there in any of these games.
Houston moving it around. Here's Chandler. It's hauled in by the 76ers. Here's Korkmaz. There's the dish to O'Quinn. Uses the glass to finish the layup. That gives him the double-double. 10 points and 10 rebounds. Houston's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. Goes up the baseline, and it's wide right. Hits off the rim. Burke with it, and Scott has it in the corner. It's good. The assist that time from Burke. Burke's got assist number 5 here tonight.
Wow, something's brewing, guys. The three-pointers just continue to flow.
Now here's Chandler. Chalk up 2 there.
And we always talk about making your teammate better. That assist was right on target.
And so it's Burke who brings up the ball for Philadelphia. O'Quinn, the pass to Korkmaz. To the inside. Here's Burke. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And with Embiid and Ben Simmons both at their best in the paint, maybe not the ideal fit if you're the Sixers and you had to trade one of them. Which is it?
Oh, man, that's so tough. They're both great players, GA, but Embiid, his health remains a question mark, and Simmons, imagine if you have a team of shooters built around him like Giannis in Milwaukee. That's a tough question.
No good on the free throw. Chris, the other day, Adam Silver has been talking about how the All-Star game, that system, is not working. He's been proactive in considering alternatives. What do you think?
Well, I love what he's done already. Let's think about the All-Star game in 2019, letting guys pick their players like old school on the park. I mean, that adds a little bit of ego, and that's what you want because we want competition. We want guys that like each other, don't like each other, that are playing against each other, that we're in the finals against. We want all that competition, all that mental game that goes into it. And so I love the fact that he's outspoken, that he's definitely ahead of the problem. But I think he did a great job by letting players pick their teammates because that already causes a little in-team drama that we'll see play out on the floor with how hard guys are playing.
Now here's Chandler over O'Quinn. Again, the Rockets score.
A nice job taking what the defenders gave him. These guys need a gut check right now.
I mean, I don't know what they were thinking. You have to know the scouting report. He's a threat from out there. The timing couldn't have been better on that assist.
Houston's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. Here's Chandler, and it's Houston with another.
That's just a product of good pass work. I mean, nice team basketball right there.
Philadelphia shooting 51% from the field. They'll take that. Now O'Quinn. Back to Burke. Pass to O'Quinn. Here's Korkmaz. 5 on the clock. Here's Burke. Here's O'Quinn. No good. And the Rockets take it the other way. Passes it to McLemore. Down low. Here's Nene, open and close and nails it.
Look at the intensity of Nene, one of the strongest guys in the game. Phenomenal at scoring the ball inside.
Now here's Burke, guarded by Green. Here's Bolden. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's on Tyson Chandler. Hey, Chris, for some guys, playing in their hometown is a dream. But there's also that added pressure, isn't there?
Oh, yeah, definitely. I mean, at least when you play away from home, it's a little more quiet. You don't have to get as many tickets for the game. When I got a chance to play home in Detroit, it was one of the best moments of my life. And I thought to myself, this is a wonderful feeling, but could I have handled it for 15 years of my career? I don't know. That's 30 tickets a game. Oh, I probably would have to go back into the NBA again just to pay for those tickets. But I tell you what, it's fun. And for me, a mama's boy, eating your mama's cooking before a game, it is ever. I've never had a better feeling before a game than eating her food than being able to go out and play.
I bet. And he can't hit the second.
They'll take it, even with the miss. Anything they can do to cut into the lead.
To the middle. And it's O'Quinn with the jam.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Rockets.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
And this is a great way for them to kick off this season series. 2 more games ahead, and they've taken the mental advantage with this win tonight.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Russell Westbrook.
No fatigue in this fellas. Tireless, grinding out every possession and leading their offense.
Down low, here's O'Quinn, and O'Quinn slams it in.
Outstanding entry pass there. He knew exactly where to go with the ball.
Puts it up from 15, and Philadelphia grabs the miss. Ennis passes to Korkmaz. It's good, the assist that time from Ennis.
You can appreciate the fight now, but it isn't how they came into the game.
Yeah, how they ended this one is much different than how they started it. That's a shame.
Now a timeout called by Houston. They're up by 29. There's 37 seconds left here in the fourth quarter.
Uptown, baby. I was down, but they see I'm up now, baby. Head high, cause I'm holding up my crown, baby. Never told, even through the ups and downs, baby. And if I, baby, only way I double crosses. I just keep spinning, only way to make them nauseous. Demon little mommy like salsa, we could dip. I'm just trying to see you dance salsa. Whoa. You know, hate on low, but we fly high. You know, talk is cheap, free Wi-Fi. Whoa.
Heard they tryna steal away, cut it out. Spicy mommy's on the way. Tell my wife she let away, I flood it out. Hey, talk to me nice, show you what deep in it bout. Whoa, pipe down. First we shut them down, then we open up shop.
And now we've got a moment for our Jordan Player of the Game, Russell Westbrook.
And guys, he's been about as close to perfection as you can be. The intensity he's played with has been amazing. Just no let up. And as fired up as he's been, he's never let his emotions get out of control.
The better he played, the more these fans got revved up. And that continued to play out over the course of his amazing performance. There's 37 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one, and the whistle blows as the basket counts and a three-point play chance right here. One free throw coming up.
Yeah, and I love the fans in Philly. They're notoriously prickly, though. They expect hard-nosed effort. If not, they'll let you hear about it.
The 76ers making a switch here. Neto's checked in.
Yeah, and Chandler, a difference maker defensively. The shot blocking, the controlling of the lane. He also gobbles up those rebounds.
Chandler with the steal. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Green, no luck. And Philadelphia has possession.
Called Gerald Green. That's his first personal foul. At the line for the 76ers, Raul Neto. Taking 2 shots.
First one falls for him. Good on both. And so Nene will bring it up for the Rockets. This one for 3. Sinks the three-pointer.
And you can sense that these fans, these players, they are ready to celebrate.
You know they are, sure. I mean, come on, the finish line is in sight. All they have to do is play it smart. Oh, that's some skill on that assist. I mean, the timing has to be perfect on a lead pass.
And so now a timeout taken by Mike D'Antoni. What's your take, guys?
And they've got this one just about wrapped up.
Still trying to apply the finishing touches. And that's what they'll be talking about.
And free from the notion we can be who we are. You taught me something, yeah. Freedom is high. You taught me living it. Togetherness. I am a giant. Stand up on my shoulders. Tell me what you see. 'Cause I am a giant. We'll be breaking borders underneath our feet. I am a giant. Oh, I am a giant.
There's 10 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Green, and it's Houston with another.
Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
Oh, Greg, that's the dagger. You could tell they wanted that one. I know that seals the deal.
So we see the Rockets taking the win here. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but you have to appreciate just what a clinical performance they put on.
I know their fans appreciated it, and we saw at times just stretches of excellent defense, potency from an offensive standpoint as well. They were pretty much dominant.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks very much. James, congrats on the win. Great crowd tonight, but what made the difference down the stretch?
We just trying to play solid defense. Talk to each other, help each other out. That was amazing tonight. It was unbelievable. Like I said, I'm happy for our guys. And, we got a good victory at home.
Big win, James. Thanks for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Chris Webber, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. So long and good night, everyone.